The Midnight Visitor, written by Robert Arthur Jr. Robert J. Arthur Jr. was a writer of speculative fiction known for his work with the Mysterious Traveler radio series and for writing The Three Investigators, a series of young adult novels. Arthur was honored twice by the Mystery Writers of America with an Edgar Award for Best Radio Drama. He also wrote scripts for television such as The Twilight Zone and Alfred Hitchcock's TV shows Alfred Hitchcock's Presents. The story revolves around three characters, two rival spies named Osbel and Max, and one mystery writer named Fowler. And one more character named Henry, a waiter, comes at the end of the story, maybe to end the story. The setting of the story is the French hotel where Osbel had a small room on the 6th top floor. The story Midnight Visitor is about a detective named Osbel who is a fat man with short height. Osbel is a clever secret agent. He is smart and intelligent. He speaks in an American accent which he has brought from Boston 20 years ago. He can speak French and German. But possibly he is a spy who deals in danger. Osbel stays in a room on the 6th and top floor of a French hotel. He is expected to have in his hotel room some sensitive papers which would change the country's future. One day, a young writer named Fowler goes to meet Osbel to get some inspiration for his next story or novel. After hearing Osbel is an intelligent spy or a secret agent, Fowler was very much interested to collect information regarding some new missiles. Fowler has expected Osbel to be a vibrant and mysterious person with pistols and drugs in the wine. Instead, Osbel is a simple fat man, leading a boring life as imagined by Fowler. Osbel can sense some disappointment look in Fowler's face, and he encourages him to get ready for an adventurous experience soon, because he is likely to receive some important papers about missiles. He is waiting for the papers that would change the country's future. Then Osbel takes Fowler to his room. While having this conversation about papers, Osbel opens the door of his room. He turns on the light. Suddenly, Osbel and Fowler are shocked seeing a man standing in his room with a small automatic pistol in his hand. He has come to steal the secret papers about missiles. This is the right adventure what Fowler has expected from such secret agent. Osbel identifies and calls him by his name Max and asks him when he has returned from Berlin and what is he doing here in his room. Max, without giving any reply to his question, simply asks him about the papers regarding new missiles. He also says that the papers will be safer in his hands than in Osbel's hand. Fowler is frightened looking at the situation, but Osbel simply sits in an armchair and starts complaining about the hotel management. He says that it is the second time in this month that somebody has got into his room through that balcony. Though he has mentioned this already to the hotel management, they have not blocked this way. He cooks up a story that the balcony belongs to the next apartment, but it extends up to his window. Osbel also asks Max to wait for half an hour because he will receive the paper sharply at 12:30. Now a great surprise to all. There is a sudden knocking at the door. Osbel smiles hearing the sound and says it is the police who have come to give extra protection for the important papers. The knocking is repeated. Oswald says to Max that if the door is not opened, they won't hesitate to shoot and get inside. Max warned Oswald to send them away. The knocking at the door becomes louder and louder. Max orders Oswald and Fowler not to tell anything about him to the police, while he will be hiding behind the window and wait in the balcony. Telling this, he steps out of the window and falls down with a huge noise. Now Oswald opens the door for the waiter who has been knocking for such a long time. Waiter serves them with their orders and goes away. And his name is Henry. Frightened, Fowler asks Oswald, "Won't the man in the balcony come again?" Oswald's reply is the end statement of the story. He won't return because there is no balcony at all. A calm mind can help you tackle distress. Certainly. If Oswald had panicked and done something fishy, then Max probably would have killed him. But Oswald kept cool and he tackled that situation. Presence of mind is basically mental preparedness or the ability to think and act wisely in a dangerous or surprising situation. Thank you, students.